Hey, it's Bob. How you doing? I have a message for all the Jewish people around the world, but especially the ones living in white European countries or, even Australia. But basically, where the white Europeans pretty much took over. You're not safe. You're not safe from them, and you're not safe from other Jews, and you're not safe from society. And I'm not saying this to threaten you. I fucking believe in, I'm a humanist. I believe in equal rights for all. Uh, and I'm a libertarian in the sense that I believe I'll do me, you do you, and as long as we don't hurt each other, we're good. All right, that being said, I was raised a religious Jew. So not quite orthodox, very, very conservative. I grew up in the Shomer Shabbos, kept the Sabbath. I mean, we didn't pray 3 times a day, but, my dad did. He tried to keep up with it as much as he could. But you know what? There's a certain part of your responsibility being a Jew is assimilating into the culture you live in. If you're an American Jew, get yourself Americanized. If you're an Australian Jew, I don't know what the term for that is, but get in with them. If you live in Britain, be the best fucking British Jew you could be. All right? And because we all think of Judaism as this thing that sprung up after World War II. But Jews discovered these countries right along with those Europeans. During the Inquisition, you converted, you died, or you hid. And if you were hid, they called you a Marrano, and you pretty much, your only option for survival or to stay out of prison was to get on a fucking ship that was discovering places. So the first Jews landed in North America, in Brazil, as part of the Dutch Trading Company. From Brazil, then they moved up to New Amsterdam, not New York, New Amsterdam. So there was no United States of America then. We were here. The Jews that were here helped George Washington win the American War. Okay? In Australia, the first Jews got there, I believe it was 1788. They came in the first fleet. There was 8 Jews in the first fleet that landed here. And by the time penal colonization was done, there was 800 to 1,000. And since the majority of them were men, with a lesser percentage of women being with them, they actually intermarried with a lot of the Aboriginal people and a lot of the white people. So if you're an Australian that can trace your line all the way back to there, there's a chance you have Jewish blood in you somewhere. I mean, I'm not saying this to incite you. It's just the truth. But, and we all know what happened to the Jews all over fucking Europe. You think you're safe in Germany now? You're not. You're not safe there. You're not safe. Every country you live in right now, you are a guest. It's not your homeland. It's not the Holy Land, no matter how much you want it to be. It's not the land of milk and honey. It's not Israel. It's not any of those. I mean, so if you're living somewhere else, you are a guest. If you are an ultra-Orthodox Jew, or even some of those, Chabad guys who are still acting and dressing like you're coming out of the Renaissance Festival, quit it. Quit it. Unless you live in Israel, quit it. You live in a different country now. Americanize. There's no point to it. Don't go going back to your archaic customs, living under American secular culture, which Jews are very entrenched in and fought a long time, not multiple times, to think. There was a National Socialist Party in America. It was led by Henry Ford. He spread all the propaganda. Up until then, American Jews pretty much weren't bothered. He helped his buddy Hitler build the fucking Volkswagen. That's where this propaganda comes from. Ben Franklin loved the fuck out of some Jews. most resilient people he ever said he met. You have to assimilate. Don't go back to your barbaric practices. Don't look like you're fucking from another century. Don't disown your kids if you're ultra-Orthodox. Stop roping off your fucking communities. Maybe not that one. That one's cool. I don't mind. Stop alienating other people because you're fucking it up. And you're so busy trying to prove who's a better fucking Jew, who's more pious. Are you humanist? Are you reformed? Are you conservative? Are you Orthodox? Are you Orthodox, ultra-Orthodox? Are you Ashkenazi? Are you Sephardic? Do you believe in this sect? Do you believe in that sect? My sect is better than your sect. My fucking Judaism is better than your Judaism. No, nobody's Judaism is better than anybody else's Judaism. The one tenet that we can all agree on is do unto others as you have done to yourself. That's what my father taught me. That's what my rabbis taught me. That's what even the Chabad taught me when I went back to have to sit shiva for my father for a year. You know what I mean? They were nice. They were friendly. They were inclusive. But they weren't all that inclusive. They didn't like my goy boyfriend coming around. I can understand. Meanwhile, my goy boyfriend is the one that convinced me to go there one Passover years before my father had died, because I wasn't able to go up to New York, because I live in Florida now. I wasn't able to go up to New York or Connecticut, where my uncle lives, to celebrate there. So he convinced me, hey, go over there. I saw they advertised Passover dinner. You know what? The first day I was there, they were already trying to get me married. I wasn't interested in being married. You say you have to dress that way so you can set yourself apart from everybody else? You set yourself apart from everybody else. Okay? You don't need to wear fucking D&D fucking clothes anymore. All right? You can still be modest and not dress like you're a fucking Amish guy, right? Because they don't see you as those nice Amish people. They see you just as barbaric as the Muslims. Yeah, they're lumping us in with the Muslims. They don't know Muslims and Jews don't like each other. I mean, most people are ignorant. You know, pop culture and shit like that. You know, you're not doing your kids any favor by not telling them what's in the world today. You're not doing them any fucking favors. You're not doing them favors by not teaching them English. You're not doing them favors by giving them fucking Hebrew names. You know what? Give them a Hebrew name. Let them have an English name for society. All right, my name is Yerachmiel Yosef Ben Gesher Eliezer. I'm Robert Levy. That's my fucking name. And you know what? I didn't identify with being for a Jew a long time. I thought I was white. No, it turns out I'm not white. My skin is white as hell, but I am not white. Not to the KKK, not to the Nazi scumbags, not to the rise of the Aryans. The only ones who think we're any white are the Arabs, because they like to demonize the fucking white man. They're trying to prove how we are white and we are not Semitic, because they know the fucking Sephardim are Semitic, but they don't believe European Jews are fucking Semitic. I'm going to do a DNA test. I have the fucking kid. I'm going to document it. But just remember, you're not really safe. And when you start getting yourself lumped in as those terrible barbaric people, it looks bad on the rest of us. Because you know what? There are plenty of conservative and Orthodox Jews who look just like everybody else. They wear their kippas, they wear their tzitzits, they wear regular suits, they're very modest, and they fucking get on in the world. You know? Separating yourself is bad, because with all this Muslim shit going on, people are going fucking nuts. And I'm secular, and I read the comments. I just don't study Judaism. I fucking read that shit. I see what's going on. We're so busy fucking vilifying each other that you forgot there's the real enemy out there. In a general, broad, sweeping sense, the blacks don't like you. The whites don't like you. The fucking Arabs don't like you. You know where we're actually like? Brazil. So if you're a Jew in Brazil, you're safe. They have really good anti-Semitism laws. It's been part of their culture for years, since the 1600s when they came with the Dutch. So anyway, you live your life how you want, man. This is America. We're all free. But just remember, you're a guest in this society. This is not where you live. You might live here, but this is not your home. You'll always be a guest. It's happened before. It'll happen again. Okay? Just remember, the Jews in the Holocaust thought they had found New Jerusalem. They were so happy with Germany and flourished there for so long. They fought in World War I as proud nationalists. Look where that got them. They found out real quick that they were just guests. All right? And so now that we've established that you were just a guest, whichever country you're in, respect the laws there and the customs there, and try to assimilate as best you can, and try not to make such big noise about how your 5,700-year-old God told you to do something. Because you want to know what? If you were back then, you'd still be making blood sacrifices. Okay? So please, try to remember, you're not really safe. No matter where you are in the world, if you are a Jew, you are not safe. The majority of the culture hates you. Okay? Not really sure about the Asians, but you know what? I bet you they're not too happy with any of the Judeo-Christian religions. I know this is long, and I hope you stuck with me. Thanks a lot, man. Bye. Or woman. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Thanks a lot for watching. Please leave a comment.